Hey, what's up everyone? So today I want to share with you a nice trick that can be especially useful if you have a project that relies a lot on Xibs. And what this trick will do is that it will enable us to easily implement a test that will make sure that for every class that expects a Xib file, well, there is indeed a Xib file in the project. So why would you want to have such a test? Well, it's because Xib files are very powerful, but they have one big flaw, we could say, and it's that they rely a lot on the runtime environment, meaning that it's totally possible for a view to expect a Xib file, and then, well, if the Xib file is not there at runtime, there will be a crash, and the compiler will actually not be checking at compile time that the Xib file is there, because, well, it's just not how Xib file work. And to really show you why this could be an issue, so you can see I've created a sample project, and in this sample project, well, I created two views, so it's two subclasses of UI table view cell. So as you can see, the first one is called my first table view cell, and as you can expect, well, there is a Xib associated with it. And the second one, so is called, as you would expect, my second table view cell, and it also has a Xib with it. And now let's say that, well, at some point a mistake was made in the project, and actually there has been a typo that has been introduced in the name of the Xib file associated to the second cell. So for instance, I'm going to remove the second L to the word cell. So the Xib file is still there, except that it's now incorrectly named. So at runtime, when we try to instantiate a view for the cell, well, it's just not going to work because there will not be a Xib file with a name that matches the one of the cell. And so, as I said in the beginning, well, we want to implement a test that will assert that there is indeed a Xib file with the same name as the type of the cell. So how can we do it? Well, I'm going to go back to my testing target, and I'm going to start writing some code. So as you can see, I have pasted the signature of a custom assertion. So as you can see from the name, this will assert that a class has indeed a nib associated with it. So a nib is just a compiled Xib, and you can see that when it comes to the argument, so I'm going to take as an argument the class. So in my case, well, the class will be, for instance, my first table view cell or my second table view cell. And then you can see I am also providing a bundle, and the reason is that, well, nib files are stored in a bundle, and the bundle of your app is not the same as the bundle of your test. So you need to explicitly provide the bundle. And now from that signature, well, we are going to actually implement our test. And as you can see from the argument of the assertion, well, the logic will be quite simple. We're going to take our bundle and we're going to test whether or not there is a nib file with the same name as the class. And that's it. So I'm going to paste the first line of my assertion. So as you can see, I'm doing exactly what I said. I take my bundle and I attempt to instantiate from that bundle a resource of type nib and with a name that is the same name as the class. And as you can see, if I display the type information of this variable, we can see that the method we called on bundle return an optional URL. So from that, the next step is, well, pretty straightforward. We are just going to take this variable and we're going to assert that it is not nil. And so when it is not nil, it's because there was indeed a nib file found in the bundle, and when it is nil, it's that no such file has been found. And in that case, well, we report an error message that says that indeed for the given class, we have not found an associated nib file. And that is actually all that you need to do. So now I can paste in some more code, and as you can see in this code, I am now using my custom assertion, and with this assertion, well, my test is going to make sure that for the type my first table view cell, there is indeed a nib file in the bundle of my app that is named my first table view cell.xib, and same thing for the class my second table view cell. And now to make sure that it all works as expected, I'm going to run my test, and what should happen is that the first test should pass and the second one should fail, because if you remember, I have introduced a typo in the name of the Xib file associated with the second class. And so as we expected, this is exactly what happened. So as you can see, the first assertion was satisfied, but the second one failed. And as we can see, when we take a look at the error message, it says that indeed class my second table view cell has no associated nib file. And so thanks to this failing test, well, I am now aware of the mistake, so I can correct it. So I'm going to come back to my project. I'm going to click once again on the Xib file. I'm going to fix the naming by adding a second L. And now I'm going to run my test once more. And this time everything is good. Both assertions have indeed been satisfied. And so as you can see, this custom assertion to make sure that a class has indeed a nib file associated with it, well, it was quite easy to implement. It's just a few lines of code, but it can be be incredibly useful, especially if you are working in a big project that might contain dozens and dozens of classes that expect to have a zip file, and it's just, well, too easy to at some point make a mistake in the name of a file and just not be aware of it until it is too late. And by too late, I mean that you have shipped an app that crashes. And so if that's your case, if you are working in a project that relies a lot on zip file, well, I can only encourage you to adopt this strategy in your test because it's going to give you a safety net for a very limited cost. And that's it. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching it and see you next time.